Well, certainly not the result. We didn't go in thinking we were going to lose by 76 points. If you break it down, I think, do we go away thinking that our effort was improved on last week? I thought that for at least 3 quarters the effort was really good. They hung in there. Second quarter we got blown out of the water. The game was lost in the second quarter. So I couldn't really say the effort in the second quarter was where we wanted it to be. But first quarter I thought we'd regrouped pretty well from the week. I thought we started well, just couldn't put it on the scoreboard. Against the good teams, obviously scoreboard pressure is pretty important, and from the week we've had, I think you need to start well on the scoreboard to make yourself feel better. So, we had 10 shots, 3 goals 7 to 6 goals 1. So probably 3 of those goals late in the quarter, the last minute or so. So that gave them a bit of a sniff, and then second quarter just blown away in all those areas. Contested possession 26-52, clearances 4-20. They kick 8 goals 1 to our 3 points. Game over. So that wasn't good enough. But I thought they fought it out. We lost 2, and they tried as hard as they could right to the end. Would it be possible not from? Yeah, look, we spoke about the challenges that they would face coming up for this game. But we also spoke about the responsibility early in the week. It was like a bit of a mourning process where they went away on the Monday. Just lost their coach that they've had for 4 years, and they found that hard. But I was pretty confident when they turned up Tuesday morning that their head was in a better space, and then I reckon we had a couple of really good training sessions of high quality, and I thought that stood us in a good position to start well and play well today.
Is it, Todd, is it actually a case where the effort was there, but the confidence probably isn't? So you're getting effort without real confidence?
Yeah, well, I just think if we'd have managed to convert those shots at goal early, that would have been a different kettle of fish. Now, all of a sudden, the challenge is when we get challenged in the second quarter and things start to go pear-shaped, probably all year we haven't been able to slow teams up. We haven't been able to stem the bleeding and regain some sort of momentum. And that's coming down to some of the fundamentals that we've identified during the week for the next 5 weeks that we're going to work on. And one of those is contested possession. We need to be able to win the 50-50 contests, which will ultimately control the game. If you're winning those and you're kicking the ball forward and playing the game in your half, then you'll be in the contest. But if you're losing those, clearances 4-20, and you're trying to dig it out of your back line all the time, it's hard work.
So you think it's more about fundamentals than any sort of lack of confidence?
Yeah, well, I don't think losing by 76 points helps your confidence, but I'm going to keep dragging it back to get the fundamentals right of playing our game plan that we want to play and adhering to the structures we want. So control those controllables, because we can control that. Then work on our contested possession. If we're going to be a good team now, next year, the year after, that is almost the number one. Get harder and stronger at contested possession, and defensive intent to try and turn the ball over as quick as we can if we don't win the contested possession. So there are the fundamentals for this game that we tried to work on, but it was never going to work at turnaround in one game, and we've got plenty of hard work to do in that area.
Talk about these sort of situations being potentially the making of people. Did you see that today in any individuals?
Well, I thought Trengo for me is a great kid. He tried his backside off all day. 9 tackles. So I thought he was very good. I thought down the back half they were under the pump. Colin Garland keeps on busting his boiler as well. There was probably not enough. We spoke about sharing the workload. Trying to get as many guys to contribute to benchmark performances, not relying on anyone to be the star, and we probably didn't have enough spread of players that just played probably to their level. So we need to work on that and get that up.
What about Jack Watts? He used to both ends.
Yeah.
Probably, what were you thinking about how you did use him at both ends?
Yeah.
And how do you see him being used in your main game?
Watts is another one that I should have thrown into that category. I thought he really stood up. I thought his work rate once again was excellent. We'd like to use him just more permanent forward. So, but he has, I think, by playing him a little bit in the back half throughout the year, I think that's given him a little bit of confidence. he's been our swing man a bit. You know, he's gone down back when we've tried to stem the bleeding. Even in the second quarter, he did go down there and took a couple of good marks. Spoiled a couple, impacted their momentum, but we just couldn't get control of that from there and maintain possession.
How did you find the experience from a match day management point of view?
I presume it gets easier with a more in control and not losing a couple of players. So I presume it gets easier. But no, I enjoyed the challenge. It's never easy. I've been in the box to know enough. I've got enough experience to know that it is difficult. But I felt I felt quite comfortable and relatively in control. But obviously the result was disappointing.
Pretty horrific broken leg test. Having an effect on the momentum.
Well, it probably doesn't help, but it was terrible. We hope he's getting operated on at the moment. So the boys are concerned for his well-being. So I'm sure they'll be calling him. But it's a terrible injury. It's one of those ones that I think if you're playing and you see it, it can really shock you, I reckon. So I'm not sure of the total effect on the players. I haven't spoken enough to know that, but we can't really blame that. Got a bit of a real whack to the head. I think that's going to be a common occurrence in his career, the way he attacks the footy. And it's just got a little bit of neck pain that was probably our main concern there. So we're just getting him checked out.
It's just pain.
Yeah, just referred pain. So that's the main area. We just make sure there's nothing to worry about there.
So can you give us your thoughts on Jim Stiles down the room straight out of hospital? We understand going back against the line.
Yeah, look, it's just amazing. I just hope that everyone recognises it, the players, and just seeing them just keep defying the odds and showing the resilience. We keep on talking about resilience within the footy club, and he's just the ultimate role model in resilience. So it's amazing that he's here today. He's been in hospital, he's quite ill, and but I certainly got a lift seeing him in here, and when you see him in there after the game, thinking, well, it's been a 76-point loss, and I'm in charge now, and Jimmy rocks in. I think, well, there's people worse off with more concerns than 76 points. So it gives us a lot of strength in that area.